special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, said the Nigerian government is not interested in naming and shaming sponsors of terrorism. Adesina, who made the remark on Monday during an interview on China's television's Politics Today, stated that the government would rather prosecute financiers of insurgency in courts. Naming and shaming will not be the motive. Bringing malefactors to justice will be it. He said, Nigeria is not interested in naming and shaming anybody, rather it wants to bring them to justice. You will see that the United Arab Emirates has given some names and the Attorney General of the Federation AGF has reacted to that matter, saying that in due course all these people will have their dates in court. Rest assured that these people will be dragged before the justice and justice will have its way. Asked if the government investigates suspects before they are made to face trial, the president's spokesman replied in the affirmative. He explained that Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, the National Intelligence Agency NIA, and other security agencies were working to get verifiable evidence against the suspect before their arraignments in court. Investigations are going on at different levels. It will be at the level of the EFCC. It will be at the level of NIA. All the security agencies will be working on it so that when those people eventually appear in court, there will be a prima facie case against them. You don't first call people before the court and start looking for evidence against them later. No, the cases will be tied up before they appear in court, Additional stated. His remarks come 4 months after the federal government said it had begun profiling for prosecution where placed Nigerians suspected to be financiers of terrorism in the country. On May 7, the AGF and Ministers of Justice Abubakar Malami revealed that investigations conducted established reasonable evidence of the involvement of some highly placed individual businessmen and institutions across Nigeria in financing insurgency in the northeast. You see how these people can deceive themselves? That no, you don't want to do shaming and naming, but if it were to be other people, is that not what they do to other people? You will give them media trial. So what have they been waiting for? 6 years down the line, it is not enough for you to get these people prosecuted, for justice to take its place or to take its course. 6 years down the line, and this is the reason why you were voted in the first place in 2015. Since 2015, it's not as if the issue of this terrorism started when you are there, but it's aggravated. Instead of you to start dealing with these issues, we have a different versions of all these terrorist groups. You can imagine. So till when? Over 4 months, you've not been able to bring them out. But every now and then, we are seeing you parading ESN members, IPOB members, Biafrans. We are seeing them, seeing you parading them. We see EFCC going after the so-called Yahoo boys, busting into this in, not that they have gotten any evidence or not that they have done any investigation. The same issue of this terrorists and the terrorism, you have not been able to do anything. Instead of you to deal with and to make sure that you eradicate, according to what they told us, that in 6 months' time, by the time Buhari comes into power, he said that it will be a thing of the past. 6 years down the line, and yet you did not even know. You have not been able to do anything. You want to do investigation for how long? In this quarter too, that you guys are already out of the office. These people are not ashamed. Even this Femi Adesina himself is not ashamed of himself, saying all this nonsense, rubbish talk. Oh, they will tell you, go and say this one. You two, you go and just go moo. Go and be talking rubbish without thinking. Ordinarily, if you are not part of the government, will you be saying this? You can imagine. But you can shame and name others. You can do that. And for how long? How long will it take you to get these people prosecuted? How long will it take you? This regime is the worst in the history of Nigeria. Apathy government. Because they are part of the government. This Femi Adesina didn't think before he talks. God will punish you and your family before the end of this year, according to somebody here. Federal government not interested in naming the sponsors of terrorists because they know the terrorists are among them. That means the prosecution will be in Buhari room with soft landing, with soft hand and banging, and people are being killed every day. But they were interested in naming and shaming sponsors of NSAS and IPOP. Exactly, that is another thing. No? Even the NSAS is like they have even cancelled they have even cancelled the, what do they call it? The panel. They suspended whether they stopped it. They could quickly bring them out. Oh, before you know, the CBN governor started frozen the accounts. They told us these are the sponsors. These are wait, see. The other day, the FCC chairman said, "Oh, he's not interested. He's not going to do that. He's not ready to do that." Do you expect these people? Eh? Oh my God! For those who have who know what they are doing, oh, it is the best thing is just to give these people chance. The best thing is to give them chance. They are not supposed to be. These northerners are not supposed to be with anybody because they are something else. Where they are interested in shaming and naming sponsors of NSAS and IPOP. This of course explains a shameless government. Of course, shameless. I wish Boko Haram destroyed the north first. Wahala deal. No be the same channel where they find say he carry IPOP interview. Abi Nnamdi Kanu no say IPOP London lawyer na one thing. No wonder President Biden demanded payments in kind of, what does this one say? Object anti-gay law. If you dey follow. Is this man a Yoruba man? This Femi Adesina didn't even think before he talks. God will judge all of you. Your heaven will be 40 feet in the ground because you people know they are all in APC. But you people arrested Sunday Igboho. Why can't you people arrange it in the court first before arresting him? Next year will be campaigns all over. Which time you people have again? Which time do you have again? Criminal politicians. Federal government should do it timelessly. Do what are they doing? Somebody that knew that this is the kind of job he wanted to come and do 6 years down the line. If not that the Dubai or the UAE brought out some names, these guys they won't even say anything about it. The next thing they're just forgiving them, telling us that they have repented. And now the same Boko Haram against are recruiting people to replace the repented one, according to them, if really they repented in the first place, because people in the corridors of power are involved. Naming is not important, instead profiling, so that any of them that doesn't want to comply with interest of the mighty will be dragged. Just imagine the kind of statements coming from the presidency on an issue that has stretched the country to the limit. Naming and shaming terrorists, these are people who should be serving life sentences already. The presidency is obviously complicit. Now today, yes, we know already federal government not interested in naming terrorists because federal government, including you, and are the sponsors, so federal government cannot fight itself. What else do we need to hear again from again than what the retired Navy officer said? Olawumi, Kunle Olawumi. What else do we need to know? Oh my goodness.